¿Qué tal, amigos? Welcome once again to Walla Walla, Washington, site of today's encounter between the visiting Puget Sound Loggers and your Whitman Blues. Hi again, I'm Sebastián Moraga. It is another blustery day here in Walla Walla County, and we are getting ready to witness something a bit special. We had Whitman lose to Pacific Lutheran less than 24 hours ago, and we gotten word that Puget Sound tied Whitworth 0-0. So both of these teams wanting to get a W here to close out their doubleheader here in mid-October. The urgency, of course, with the Whitman Blues trying to climb up in the standings. Puget Sound coming into this weekend was in first place with a 4-0-2 record. Now it's 4-0-3. And Whitman was in fourth place, undefeated, but only with 2 wins and 4 ties. Now there's a loss in the column. It is 2-1-4, so a pressing need to score a W here against a very tough Logger squad from UPS. Let's go immediately to the starting lineups. First, the visiting Loggers, coached by Stephanie Cox, assisted by Jules Bushaw. On goal for the Loggers, Gianna Maldonado, number 1. Number 3, Ella Odinger. Number 4, Zoe Witter. Number 6, Olivia Alegria from nearby Yakima. Number 8, Sydney Boyd. Number 12, Hayden Goodman. Number 13, Bree Fulton Kaneshiro. Number 18, Kate Short. Number 19, Maisie Wright. Number 22, Layla Haja Hagen from Beaverton, Oregon. And number 24, Ellie Rudkin. Leading scorer up until this weekend was Layla Haja Hagen with 5 goals, followed by Kate Short with 4, Zoe Witter with 3, Hayden Goodman with 1, and Sydney Boyd with 1. Nothing has changed in that regard. It was a 0-0 tie yesterday. So let's go to the starters for your Whitman Blues. The Whitman Blues are coached by Michelle Voiland, assisted by Darwin Carranza Corcuy. The goalkeeper, number 33, Eleanor Johnson. Number 3, Catherine Sand. Number 4, Ellie Cortez Muniz. Number 7, Leah Barnes. Number 9, Erisa Baba. Number 12, Bailey Bell. Number 13, Ella Johnson. Number 14, Karina Matthew. Number 19, Alex McKeon. Number 21, Kiki Glorioso. Number 24, Gracia Larson, who had the score against PLU 24 hours ago. And we already mentioned her, number 33, the goalkeeper, Eleanor Johnson. Twice as nice. We're in Walla Walla after all. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have the kickoff here at James Hayner Field. It's Loggers against Blues. You won't want to miss it. Don't go away.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to James Hayner Field. Today's game features the University of Puget Sound and your Whitman College Blues. Fans, be sure to visit the Blues bike truck in the parking lot for hot dogs, drinks, chips, cookies, and more. We would like to remind all fans that the Northwest Conference and the NCAA encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. In addition, alcohol, tobacco, and cannabis products, as well as artificial noisemakers, are prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation. The officials for today's contest are Hannah Alazar and Marcos Maldonado on the lines, and in the center, Trey Dalman.
Did you start recording? No. Okay, if you would just press the red button. Oh, no, you're sorry, never mind. You can wait till the game. Yeah, thank you.
And now, the starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Lodgers. Forward, a freshman number 3, Ella Attinger. Midfielder, a junior number 4, Zoe Vicker. Defender, a freshman number 6, Olivia Allegria. Defender, a junior number 8, Sydney Boyd. Defender, a sophomore number 12, Hayden Goodman. Defender, a sophomore number 13, Brea Fulton Tanashua. Midfielder, a freshman number 18, Kate Short. Midfielder, a senior number 19, Maisie Wright. Forward, a senior number 22, Leila Hozia Hagan. Defender, a sophomore number 24, Ellie Muratkin. And in goal for the Walters, a junior number 1, Gianna Maldonado. Puget Sound is coached by Stephanie Cox and assisted by Jules Boschel and Megan Sean Gates. And now, the starters for your Blues. Defender, a junior number 3, Catherine Sam. A birthday girl, midfielder, junior number 4, Ellie Cortez Muniz. Midfielder, a junior number 7, Leah Barnes. Midfielder, sophomore number 9, Erisa Baba. Forward, a sophomore number 12, Bailey Bell. Midfielder, a senior number 13, Ella Johnson. Defender, a junior number 14, Karina Matthews. Defender, a junior number 19, Alex McKee. Defender, a junior number 21, Kiki Glorioso. Defender, a senior number 24, Gracia Larson. And the keeper for your Blues, a sophomore number 33, Eleanor Johnson. Whitman is coached by Michelle Worland and assisted by Darwin Carranza Corcoran. Whitman's athletic trainer is Anna Doyle. Fans, we invite you to rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. let's get ready for some soccer.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're just about ready to start this clash between the Whitman Blues and the Puget Sound Loggers. The Loggers will take care of business from right to left on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, decked in white with gray shorts. There's the whistle that tells us that we are in business. Starting the action from left to right are the Blues, and they're blue with solid on the back, stripes in the front, uniforms. The defense of the Blues starting the action. Karina Matthew, Johnson, under some pressure. Switching across the center alley for Glorioso. Sand. The push-up field into Logger territory. Recovered that time by Maisie Wright for the Loggers. A push to the top of the box, controlled with no major problem by Eleanor Johnson. Recovered quickly by Alegria. The kick out of bounds with more urgency than style by Karina Matthew. Like we mentioned, the Loggers coming off of a 0-0 tie against Whitworth in Spokane yesterday. The Blues, of course, having lost their first conference match of the season to visiting PLU 24 hours ago. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Loggers. Taking care of it is Bree Fulton Kaneshiro. The shot across and the stop by Eleanor Johnson. Johnson. As we approach the 2-minute mark here in Walla Walla. Finding the other Johnson, L. Johnson, number 13, Ella Johnson. Bit of a battle near midfield. The ball to nowhere land. Ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to the Loggers. It will be the first corner kick for either team here in the early going. Blustery day here in Walla Walla. The corner kick will be the responsibility of Hayden Goodman. The product of the great state of Texas. Out of the box, the header that time by Kate Short. And a clearing to the second consecutive corner kick for the Loggers. The entire blue contingent defending this one. Far post now, the header over the crossbar. And a good opportunity gone wasting once again, the header by Kate Short, who's anything but. Sending this header over the crossbar. Johnson and McKean. Matthew painting the stripe on the right side. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers. Olivia Alegria taking care of it. The product from Yakima, Washington. The push-up field by Hojahagen. The shot across, cleared away by McKean. It will be Logger ball once again. 40 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half of play. Alegria. Cleared away by Ella Johnson. Another throw-in. Inside the box we go. The shot across and the stop that time by Eleanor Johnson. The shot that time by Hojahagen, Leila Hojahagen. Glorioso. We haven't seen the goalkeeper for the Loggers at all in this first 5 minutes. Let's see if things begin to warm up for the Blues. The shot. Defensive effort by McKean. McKean and Glorioso. Glorioso and Eleanor Johnson. 39 minutes, 45 seconds left in this first half of play. The header by Ella Johnson connecting with Bailey Bell. Pushed further by Larson. Then Bailey Bell on a runaway. They catch up to her, however. And sending it to the throw-in. It was Olivia Alegria. Taking care of it is Matthew. Alegria, once again, the long kick upfield. Will that stay in bounds? It will. McKean. And right next to us, right next to our tower. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers here. Alegria. Sydney Boyd gets past her. The push-up field by Hojahagen. Defensive effort by Glorioso. Hojahagen shakes her off. Cortez Muniz. Johnson with a bit of hesitation. Johnson. Matthew. Up the stripe for Bailey Bell. On the mark is Hayden Goodman. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Blues. Good through all that time. Larson. Larson. On the mark is Goodman. Larson trying to shake her off. This way, that way. Matthew. Good ball inside the heart of the box. And Bailey Bell could not quite pull that arrow out of her quiver. Larson can't quite catch up to it. Cortez Muñiz. Off the touch by Baba. Cortez Muñiz having to retreat. McKean, Matthew. On the mark is Boyd. Matthew finding Baba. Back to Matthew. Bell. A little too wide. Pushed away by Alegria. Scooped back for the Blues by Matthew. Cortez Muñiz and Baba. The give and go interrupted by Olivia Alegria. Will be a throw-in for the Blues, who are starting to approach the gate defended by Gianna Maldonado. The touch by Cortez Muñiz. Rejected by Maisie Wright. Trying again for the Blues is Johnson. Looking for Barnes. Ottinger. Off to the races now is Hushahagen. Sent out of bounds by Glorioso. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers. The shot across by Ottinger. Sidney Boyd keeping it alive. And scooped back by Cortez Muñiz. That one gets away from her. Goodman. Alegria. Top of the box. A bit of a chipper there by Kate Short. Ball sails over the crossbar. No harm done. It will be a goal kick for the Blues. 36-18 left in the first half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. Touched by Fulton Kaneshiro. Pushing it upfield for Witter. Recovered by Cortez Muñiz. Cortez Muñiz. Barnes, Cortez Muñiz. Mine, yours, mine. Larson, Cortez Muñiz. The long ball now for Bailey Bell. First on it is Hayden Goodman. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Blues. Barnes, Bailey Bell, rejected that time by Maisie Wright. Another try blocked right at the 18. Karina Matthew shaking one off, going for two, can't quite do it. Short with time and space. The stop by McKean. Scoot back by Erisa Baba. Baba and Larson and Johnson. Bit of a battle, having to turn back. Matthew to the top of the box looking for Bell. Rejected by the center back for the Loggers, Rutkin. Ball goes a little wide on the response by the Blues. And oh, look, the Loggers brought a goalkeeper. Gianna Maldonado on her first intervention. 34 minutes, 34 seconds left in this first half of play. Glorioso turning back for Eleanor Johnson. McKean. Matthew. Pressure by Boyd. Barely missing the equator there. Can't quite find Larson. The Loggers recover. Kate Short. Right. Recovered by Sand. Glorioso. There's Glorioso off the touch by McKean. Up the stripe. Go the Blues. Off to chase it is Miss Bell. Oh my goodness, a bit of a mistake there. Larson, the shot, and she gets a little too fine. A bit of a miscue there between Maldonado and one of her center backs. Ends up at the feet of Larson, and instead of firing away, she tried to locate it a little too finely, and that one sailed over the crossbar. Looks like she hit it a little bit too low. And the ball sailed high. The push-up field, off to the races now. Glorioso connecting with Ella Johnson and a funny bounce. This could be dangerous, and ultimately it's McKean sending it to the corner kick, but it's a tit-for-tat situation. One mistake on each end, but ultimately the score remains the same. Neither team being able to cash in. Cortez Muñiz on the mark is short. The long push-up field. Larson and Bell. Bell and Larson. Larson. Does she have what it takes to overcome Goodman? Not this time. Goodman gets there first. Across the equator goes Witter. Down the stripe now. Ottinger. Good coverage time by Cortez Muñiz. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Loggers. Almost a quarter hour into this one. There's still a 0-0 between Loggers and Blues. Shot sent to the corner kick. This should be the third corner kick of the game, and they've all been in favor of the Loggers. The rain commences to fall here in Walla Walla sporadically. Still, but hopefully will not become a factor. Hayden Goodman taking care of this corner kick with 31 minutes and change left in the half. Short on the header. Gets inside the mixer. This way and that way. Top of the box now. Oettinger. The shot from way outside by Alegria sails wide. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Blues. Folks, just a reminder, we ask you to join the Whitman community for 2 exciting days of philanthropy this October 22nd and 23rd for our annual All-In campaign. Your support goes toward team travel and operations, scholar athlete recruitment, and everything that enhances the Blues experience for our scholar athletes. Make a gift at give.whitman.edu/all-in. Alegria down the left side, connecting with Hoja Hagen, rejected by Karina Matthew. Finding Barnes, Larson, Barnes into Logger territory. The final touch interrupted by, it looked like Fulton Kaneshiro. She has a beautiful, beautiful ponytail, but it's really, really long and it covers the entire number. The long push into Blues territory. Barnes off the touch by Cortez Muñiz. Off to the races, Barnes. Sent out of bounds by Fulton Kaneshiro. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. 29-10 left in the first half. Ball sent back by Maisie Wright. Connecting with Ottinger. Scooped away by Matthew. Matthew and Eleanor now. Ella Johnson. Losing that duel with Kate Short. Up the flank is Boyd. Battling it out with Cortez Muñiz. Forced to retreat to Alegria. Alegria to the top of the box. Short. No foul. Right, the shot, and that one sails wide. It will be a goal kick for the Blues. This is not a high-scoring team, this Loggers team. They are very effective. They're very effective to the tune that they haven't lost a game since the beginning of September. but in their streak, they've only scored more than 2 goals once, a 3-0 victory over George Fox. And George Fox, entering this weekend, was next to last in the Northwest Conference. Still, they brought the most danger here today. They kept Miss Eleanor Johnson a lot busier than we've seen Maldonado, and we'll see how things change, if things change, as the game wears on. These are two teams who are playing the back end of a doubleheader, so the tired legs might play a factor. There's Maldonado. The header by Kate Short. One player hits the deck. Barnes scoops it away, leaves one behind. The through ball looking for Bell, doesn't quite work. The reset by Cortez Muniz, and now McKean for Matthew. Matthew and Ella Johnson. Taken away by Ella Oettinger. Short. That one is Goodman. Stopped inside the circle by Cortez Muniz. Witter. Sand. Glorioso. Surveying her territory. Turning back for McKean. Matthew. Back to Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. McKean. Matthew. Up the field waiting for it is Ella Johnson. She goes even farther, trying to connect with Bailey Bell. Interrupted by Goodman. There's Johnson. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Logger ball, and it is. 25-40 left in the first half of play. The Loggers of the University of Puget Sound and the Blues of Whitman College all knotted up 0-0. Haja Hagen. Boyd. Good takeaway. Clean takeaway by Cortez Muniz. Back to Matthew. And to Eleanor. Glorioso. Taken away by the Loggers. Witter. Foul called. Correct decision by the referee and his assistants. It will be a free kick for the Loggers here. 24-50 left in the first half of play. I'd like to send a quick shout out to my brother-in-law, Mr. Lou Stanford, who for many years had that very same profession. He was a logger when I met him. Goodman. Right at Eleanor with the stop. Glorioso. Sand. Good takeaway by the Loggers. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Puget Sound. Fulton Kaneshiro. Witter. Taken away by Sand. Looking for a throw-in call that didn't come. Into Logger territory, Larson. Well covered now by Rutkin. The touch for Bell is a little too long, and Maldonado putting a stop to the danger. Maldonado from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. 1, 2, 3, 4 players from the Loggers bench warming up. Only one player from the Blues bench warming up. McKean. Glorioso. On the mark now is Oringer. Sand. Cortez Muñiz. Coverage by Wright. Back to Cortez Muñiz. Baba. The touch doesn't quite work. Short interrupting. Stopped inside the circle by the Blues. Glorioso and McKean. Matthew. The touch by Sidney Boyd, sending it to the throw-in. We're going to have a couple of substitutions for the Blues.
Checking in for the Blues, number 26. Avery Cohen for number 9. Harry Sabata, number 10.
It looks like Miss Foley, number 10, and Miss Avery Cohen, number 26, getting some playing time now. Larson and Baba taking a seat. Nope. And Lash, number 11. Number 11 is in as well. Glorioso. The header, pivoting header by Ella Johnson. There's Lash. Cleared away. Boyd. Finding Oringer. First on it is Cortez Muñiz. I like that player, man. I like players. I said this last year about Jude Klum-Stockton. I like players that don't necessarily shine on the stat sheet, but they're so reliable. They do so many things well. The through ball that time for Foley. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Blues. 20 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half of play. Matthew over the head of Boyd, trying to find Lash. First runner is Alegria. Bounces off Lash. To whom does the ball belong? Referee says it will belong to the Loggers on a goal kick. The Blues are back on the road next weekend for more Northwest Conference action against Pacific and Willamette. Head over to WhitmanBlues.com for game information, including dates, times, and viewing options. On the move now, Maldonado way off her line. She has to retreat rather quickly. Johnson. Sidney Boyd keeping it alive. McKean on the recovery for the Blues. Glorioso. I like how these two understand each other so well. McKean. The through ball that time. Can't quite find Emery Lash. Trying again is Sand. With the help of Cortez Muñiz. There's Ellie. Rejected. Trying again. Oh my goodness, that's not what Ms. McKean wanted, I would dare say. Ball belongs to the Loggers on a throw-in. 18 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first half of play. Sidney Boyd. Oringer. Kate Short. Alegria. The long push-up field. Interrupted by McKean. Ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to the Loggers, and the assistant referee agrees with us. Alegria. Shot across in the heart of the box. Now the top of the box is Oringer. Cleared away. Another try from Fulton. Kaneshiro, and the stop by Eleanor, putting a stop to the danger. 17:51 left in the first half of play. Foley, the through ball. Lash, the touch, looking for Barnes. Can't quite find her. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for the Loggers. But first we're going to have a couple of substitutions. It looks like Charlotte Willis, number 16, and Anya Dubois, number 17, are about to enter the contest. Let's make a note of that. That the first two subs for the Loggers occurring here with about a little more than a quarter hour to go here in the first half. They shot that time clearing things up, but only partially. Recovered nimbly by Ella Johnson. That one is McKean. McKean and Glorioso. Glorioso and McKean. McKean and Matthew. McKean, straight up Route 1. Lash, double team. Lash, opening the game up. For Barnes, off to the races, trying to leave Alegria behind. The shot across. Referee says corner kick. First corner kick of the game for the Blues. 16 minutes left in the first half. Let's see who will do the honors. It was Miss Foley, it looked like. Ball sailed wide on her, and it rattled the outside of the net. Not a major worry for Maldonado. It will be a goal kick for the Loggers. Oh my goodness, a bit of a mistake that time. We've seen a couple of those on both ends that could prove costly, but a good opportunity. Kudos to Miss Lash for following through on that play to the very end and almost surprising everybody, up to, I would dare say, herself. The quick run, Sydney Boyd, this could be dangerous. Opening the game up to the right side, trying to find Hosha Hagen. Sending it to the throw-in is Glorioso. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers. This Charlotte Willis. Alegria. Back to Willis. Across the center alley. The lead by Short. Good takeaway that time. Witter. Still battling for it. Shot across the shot. Oh my goodness! What a strike that time! What a strike that time by number 18 for the Loggers. Kate Short to give the Loggers the lead. 14 minutes 16 left in the first half. And Kate Short, who had a couple of very, very close calls earlier in the half, now has opened the scoring here in Walla Walla. 31 minutes in the first half. Let's have a look at the stat sheet. And Kate Short, that's her fifth goal of the season. That's her fifth goal of the season, tying her up with Leila Hosha-Hagen for the lead as the top scorer for her team. Let's see how the Blues respond now. Like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, the urgency for a W exists on both sides. The Loggers would want to get a W after tying with Whitworth, but the urgency feels a little stronger with the Blues. They lost to PLU yesterday, and they want to keep on climbing and trying to catch up to precisely league-leading Puget Sound. So we'll see how things unfold here with 13 minutes and 13 seconds left. A good takeaway that time by Emery Lash. Over there to help is Emma Foley, sent out of bounds with more urgency than style by the Loggers. There's Barnes. Lash. Sand. Oh my goodness, that one knocked the wind out of a player. She's very slowly getting up. Now she's doing okay. And a substitution coming for the Loggers. It looks like it's number 14, Reese Burke. The product of Chico, California. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers once again. Good combination. Interruption by Cortez Muniz. Up the flank they go. The through ball that time for Emery Lash. Lash approaching the corner of the box on the left side. The touch. Barnes rejected. Over to try again is Cortez Muniz. The shot and the stop by Gianna Maldonado. More of that, please. 11:20 left in the first half. Maldonado not happy with that goal kick. Oh, my goodness. And touch by Boyd hits Matthew on the face. She seems to be doing okay. Willis. Dubois taken away by Cortez Muniz. The push-up field by the Blues. Rejected and returned into blue territory, but a hard charge from behind by Dubois. Cortez Muniz needing a little help getting back up. Free kick for the Blues. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half of play. The Whitman Blues trailing the Puget Sound Loggers 1-0. It's a long ball that time, a funny bounce there. And before Avery Cohen could tap it in, it's cleared away. Trying again from way outside, not a major concern that time for Maldonado. And it will be a goal kick for the Loggers. Folks, I'd like to ask you to visit WhitmanBlues.com for all your up-to-date information on Whitman athletics, including current team schedules and student-athlete features. Also follow Whitman Athletics on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Glorioso. A good turn that time. Pushing the ball upfield was Sand. That one sails out of bounds. Another substitution for the Loggers this time. Looks like it will be number 21, Maddie Jarzinka. Whistle on the play. Free kick for the Blues. Putting it back into play was Cohen. Barnes. Lash. Foley. The shot across doesn't quite work. On the reset is McKean. Taken away by Dubois. Battling for it was Cortez Muniz. Her touch sails the ball out of bounds. No, referee says it was Dubois touching it last. Barnes. Recovered now by Dubois. The push-up field by the Loggers. Encounters Glorioso. Letting it sail out of bounds. Throw in. Good battle. Barnes. A stop by the Loggers at midfield. Trying again was Cortez Muñiz. Sand. Ella Johnson. Glorioso. McKean. Glorioso. Sand. Trying to leave behind Maddie Jarzinka. The touch sails wide on her. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers. 7 minutes and 40 left in this, the first half of play. Puget Sound 1, Whitman nothing. Glorioso. McKean with time and space. On the mark now, Hojahagen. Back to Glorioso. Back to McKean. Open on the right side is Matthew. McKean choosing left. Sand. Barnes. And the sideline. Throw in for the Blues. Foley. Cortez Muñiz. Glorioso. Sand. The long ball. Looking to find one of those forwards. Johnson. The stop by Charlotte Willis. Trying again is Cortez Muñiz. Lash. Good maneuver. Cohen inside the box. Cohen. Sandwich. No call. The shot from outside by Barnes bounces off a defender. That was borderline in my opinion. But play continues. Lash. Sand. Good pressure by the Blues in this stretch. 6 minutes 6. Foley. Bit of a battle. The Luggers recover. Only partially. Sand. Lash. Cleared away by the Loggers. Good pressure. Good constant pressure by the Blues in this stretch of play. 5 minutes 45 left in the first half. Sand. Barnes. Shot across. The header by Cohen. Inside the box now. Lash. Rejected by Goodman. Trying again from way outside of Sand. And the stop by Maldonado before Ella Johnson can connect. The Blues snatching away the tempo of the game. Let's see if they can keep it up. The one tally of this contest in the 31st minute, Kate Short. The product from Denver, Colorado. Barnes, taken away. Kate Short, the push-up field. Off to the races now for the Loggers is Hojahagen. Ball goes out of bounds. Hagen looking for a throw-in. It does not go her way. It should be the Blues putting it back into play. Barnes. The header by Lash. She hits the deck. Whistle on the play. Will it be just a throw-in? No, it looks like it will be a free kick. Foul was committed against Lash, says the referee. The long kick upfield. And Lash cannot outrun that ball. It sails out of bounds past the bottom line, and it will be a goal kick for the Loggers. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half of play. Despite the cold, a numerous crowd here today at James Hayner Field, all bundled up, of course, but showing up to support the Blues and the Loggers. Good takeaway that time by the back line of the Loggers. Off to the races is Boyd, trying to approach the equator. Scooped away by first Cortez Muniz and then Matthew. That one is Barnes. Barnes with the push-up field, looking for Lash. It's a little too wide, and looks like Ellie Rutkin will just let it sail out of bounds. 3 minutes left. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers here at the edge of the break. Battling for it is Jarzinka. Taken back for the Blues by Sand. Sand finding Cortez Muniz. Cortez Muniz and Barnes. Barnes still painting the stripe, looking for Foley. Taken away by Goodman. The push into Blues territory lands with Hoshahagen. A bit of a ping-pong match of sorts, but the Loggers busy trying to find a gap. Hoshahagen. Johnson on the recovery. Cohen. The turn. Hoshahagen with some space to the left side. Can't quite find the talented right foot of Sidney Boyd, and instead is Eleanor making a stop and putting the danger on pause. 2 minutes left here in Walla Walla. It's 1-0 the lead for Puget Sound over Whitman. We're at the edge of the break. Don't forget, this is the first of 2 games. We have the men's game about 40 minutes after the conclusion of this one, so be sure to tune in to that around 2:45 in the p.m. Lash under some pressure from Kate Short, has to reset. McKean, the through ball, looking to find Ella Johnson. It's going to be Maldonado first with a little help from Goodman. Maldonado. Charlotte Willis with some time and space. Picking up speed. A touch for Dubois. Dubois. Deep down the center alley for Hoshahagen. Interrupted. Trying again is Reese Burke. The long ball lands with a Sand. Alegria trying again. There's Alegria once again. Glorioso on defensive labor. Barnes. 31 seconds left. Could be the last play of the half. Lash looking for some help. Foley back to Lash. This could be interesting. They got Cohen open in the heart of the box. She's onside. There's a corner. The shot across. Good move. The touch. Oh my goodness. Good combination. And Leah Barnes sending one over the crossbar. And here's the countdown.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And there's the horn that tells us that this first half of play is officially over. The score so far, 1 for Puget Sound, 0 for the Whitman Blues. We'll be right back after this break. Don't go away.
Fans, please stay off the field at all times, including during timeouts and intermissions. Please visit the Blues Bike Truck to take in some of their concessions. Food, beverages, candy, and more. Go give them a visit. As a reminder, the men's soccer team will be in action approximately half an hour after the conclusion of the first match today. If you want to stay updated with the Whitman Blues all season long, you can do so by visiting whitmanblues.com. Whitman Athletics is on Instagram at Whitman Athletics. And follow women's soccer at WSOC on Instagram.
what you want, I got what you need. She called me top shot, so yeah, I keep a few chains. Champion sound, yeah, I got a few rings, and I'm all the way up. And you can stay up. And if you ask anybody where I live, they point to the hills and say, go all the way up. Go all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Left a big house to a bigger house. Ain't have a girlfriend, but the she's out. Chanel croc back, they even out with the gold chains. Himalayan Birkin, cocaine lit it up. Pop. I hit him up with some color money, purple yin and blue germ. I got brown lira. I ain't talking about Ross. I'm not going Viagra. That means I'm on the way up, and you can stay up. P.O. say I can't get high, hop in the helicopter, Uber and say, go all the way up. Go all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Shorty, what you want? Shorty, what you need? My niggas run the game. We ain't never leave. Counting up this money. We ain't never sleep. You got V12. I got 12 V. Got bottles. Got pills. Got I'm all the way up. What you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. I'm all the way up. 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 Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
I am on board
Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gonna work niggas and dollars. I said the charm, I live with the modest man. I got my father. You wanna on tour, a few pretty child. Living a cool on the top. Ain't no more worries, I'm up at it early. Jump it out of problem. But 30-30, I hit it like Curry. Here I know you holly. In the song flop. They gon' stop. Switch out my cars in my head, my family straight, and that's all that matters. Staying on racing and saving for rap or whatever, whenever it happens. I put my trust in my faith when I'm walking through straight, I don't see no one else. Lord ain't Lord, it's rap. Simmons is better than steps. Stay ready, I'm already prepped. Undefeated, I feel like a champ. Not a hundred, get money, she turning my tongue to a champ. You did it, I done it, you know how I come, and I wanna show them what the well. Go pick up a bag and let's make across the country, and lot of that smoke in the air. Don't show much you learn on my trail when I shop it, I buy by the pair. They said it was up for me, but I'm so trim, I didn't have to, don't even care. Came out the bottom, I kinda whole lot of young gonna work fingers and dollars. I said the charm, I live with the modest man, feet, I got the follow. You wanna on tour, a few pretty little bit too white. Them diamonds dancing, yeah, that boy be looking nice. I guess this what you call that motherfucking Tatiana. Put it in designer, she Italiana, she a sorta kinda, she pure cute. So she really fine, just sorta weird, and she got some cane. Give me OPP for my ODB, ABC, do your ABCs. I'm a young dreadhead with anxiety, and I love it when a big nigga try me. I don't trust nobody, cause I can't be.
All right, folks, welcome back. Just a look at the stat sheet for the first half, if my gloves will allow it. Shows that the Loggers had 6 shots to the Blues 4, 3 corner kicks to the Blues 1, 2 saves to the Blues 3, and 4 fouls to the Blues 1. 4 shots on target for the Blues, 2 for the Loggers. But the only stat that really matters is a 1-0 advantage for Puget Sound. The goal, of course, courtesy of Kate Short, her 5th goal of the season, like we said during the broadcast, and Zoe Witter with the assist, the first assist of the season for number 4 on the Loggers roster. It's going to be interesting to see how the Blues respond in the second half. They put a lot of pressure. We barely saw Miss Maldonado in the early going of the first half, but little by little they're starting approaching, putting pressure. And let's see if they can continue that pressure and turn this one around. They need that W. They need that win to keep on climbing and keep on hoping to catch up to the top teams in the conference. We talked about how the Loggers were not a high-scoring team, but there's something that needs to be mentioned. Their defense is spectacular. I mean, 2-0 win over Southwestern in Texas. Then a couple of losses, 1-0 and 2-1. The tie versus Mary Hardin Baylor. Then the win over Lewis and Clark, 2-0. The win over George Fox, 3-0. The win over Willamette, 2-0. And the win over Linfield, 2-1. So in conference, they've given up one goal on each of their 4 victories. So, yeah, this is a very stingy defense, and Miss Maldonado, of course, knows what she's doing under the 3 tubes. We have a minute to go, so we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell you all about the second half. Don't go away.
Let's get lost.
Welcome back. We are just about ready to start the second half with the Loggers restarting the action, going from left to right on your screen, decked in white and gray shorts. And the Blues trailing 1-0 to their visitors from the Puget Sound area, taking care of business in the opposite direction. The wind continues to be a most unwelcome visitor here. But so far, the rain has limited its presence to just a mere drizzle. Hopefully it stays that way, and we just have the wind to deal with. The throw-in by the Loggers, courtesy of Fulton Kaneshiro. Witter, charge from behind. Referee says play on. Oringer, taken back by the Blues. Cortez Muniz, good pressure that time by Witter. Cortez Muniz, Glorioso. McKean. Matthew. And the early going, the Loggers going right at the back line of the Blues, taking the game right to them. There's a player down now. It's a hard collision that time. Seems to be doing okay. Seems to be trying to flex those knees. It looks like it's Baba from up here. It will be a free kick for the Blues off of that foul on Baba. Glorioso. McKean. McKean and Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. McKean. Stopped that time by Maisie Wright. Hoshahagen. Down the flank now is Alegria. The good turn. The ball returns to Alegria. Top of the box. Under some pressure from Barnes. Loggers on the reset. Taken away by the back line of the Blues. Johnson. Baba. Back to Johnson. Interrupted. Good combination. Looking to give it back to Hoshahagen. However, she was in a different zip code that time. Ball belongs to the Blues via this goal kick. Let's take a look. Yes, indeed, it's Miss Shawnee still on goal. There's Still. Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. McKean. Matthew. Pass Johnson. Alegría on the recovery. All the way back to Maldonado. Bell. Baba. Taken away by the Loggers. Into Blues territory. Hoshahagen. Good stop by Sand. Chasing her is Oringer. Johnson. The long ball looking for Grisha Larson. There's Larson. First on it was the other 24, in this case Rutkin. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Loggers. 40 minutes and 5 seconds left in regulation. Right. Inside the circle, the response by Sand. Cortez Muñiz under some pressure, having to backtrack. Glorioso. McKean, Glorioso. Waiting for it is Sand. Sand, the mark of Witter. Good combination between Larson and Barnes. Interrupted. Barnes recovered, interrupted again. This time it was Charlotte Willis. Opening the game up to the left side for Alegria. The long push-up field. Response by Matthew. And the sideline. Throw in for the Loggers. 39 and 15 left in regulation. Defensive effort by Cortez Muñiz. Waiting for it on her left is Barnes. She goes right with Baba. Back to Cortez Muñiz. Now she looks for Barnes. Witter. Rutkin. The long ball. Looking to find Odinger. Ball goes out of bounds. There's Odinger on the throw-in. She will yield to Fulton Kaneshiro. Witter. The defensive effort by Sand. She was hoping to get a throw-in call. None forthcoming. At least not one in her favor. Witter. Sand on the mark. Fulton Kaneshiro. The touch doesn't work. Glorioso. Bounces off Odinger and out of bounds it goes. Throw in for the Blues. 38:08 left in regulation. Larson. Good control. Baba. Bell. Interrupted by Boyd. Inside the box we go. There's Hoshahagen. First under is Glorioso. Sand. Nice job by Sand making the ball bounce off Zoe Witter and giving her team a throw-in. Barnes. Larson. Barnes. The touch for Baba. Interrupted by Short. She's the one tally of the game belongs to her. Cortez Muñiz looking for Baba. Short. The takeaway by Johnson. Under some pressure from behind. Can't quite find Baba. First under for the Loggers is Maisie Wright. Boyd. Up the stripe. Alegria. Back to Boyd. On the mark is Cortez Muñiz. My money's on Ellie. Ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to the Loggers. Referee says it belongs to the Blues. 35 and 55 left in regulation. Our many thanks to the W Club for its support of our Whitman student athletes and athletic programs. The W Club exists to enhance excellence in varsity athletics and the student athlete experience, as well as help fund assistant coaches, international travel, and operating expenses. Head over to WhitmanBlues.com to make a donation or to become a member. The Loggers on the move. Maisie Wright. Rejected. And now sent to the throw-in. It will be the Blues putting it back into play. Barnes. Can't quite find Bell. Back to Barnes. A high ball to the top of the box. The touch and the control by Maldonado. Maldonado milking a few more seconds of the clock. A long push by Alegria. Sand on the recovery. Under some pressure from Witter. Sand. Glorioso. Under some more pressure this time. This time it was Oshahagen. Back to Sand. The push into Logger territory. Response by Rutkin. Rutkin. Maldonado. Straight up Route 1. Pivoting header by Short. Odinger. Touch to the back. for Alegria. Recovery by McKean. Johnson can't quite find Matthew. Ball goes out of bounds. 35 minutes left in regulation. The Loggers of the University of Puget Sound still leading Whitman 1-0. Join the Whitman community for 2 exciting days of philanthropy this October 22nd and 23rd for our annual All-In campaign. Your support goes toward team travel and operations, scholar athletes recruitment, and everything that enhances the Blues experience for our scholar athletes. Make a gift at give.whitman.edu/all-in. The rain continues to pick up here. Sand. Getting past Witter into Logger territory. The response lands at Sand's feet. Battling it out. Fulton Kaneshiro pushing it back. Hoshahagen off to the races. Getting past McKean. Hoshahagen nearing the left corner flag. The turn. Boyd. Hoshahagen. Shot across. The diving Shawnee Still. From about 18, the shot, and that one sails over the crossbar. Good opportunity for the Loggers. Zoe Witter with a shot after the partial save by, the partial stop, I beg your pardon, by Miss Shawnee Still. Still and McKean and Glorioso. The Blues defense bending but not breaking on that stretch of play. McKean, Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. Cortez Muñiz, McKean. Matthew. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be the Loggers putting it back into play. The scoreboard, the statistics scoreboard says 7 shots for the Loggers, 4 for the Blues. 2 saves for the Loggers, 3 for the Blues. 3 corner kicks for the Loggers, 1 for the Blues. 5 fouls for the Loggers, 1 for the Blues. But the statistic that matters the most remains the same, 1-0 in favor of Puget Sound. The push-up field, whistle on the play. Referee says play on because the Loggers retain possession. Witter trying to shake off Sand. Witter getting past Sand. Now dealing with Glorioso. It was actually Barnes. Glorioso sent it to the throw-in. Let's see what the referee says now. There's a yellow card. I believe it was Cortez Muñiz or Johnson that got that yellow card. Cortez Muñiz. Fulton Kaneshiro on the throw-in for the Loggers. There's the throw-in. Trying to anticipate was Sand. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for the Loggers. Let's make a note of the yellow card for Miss Muñiz. The shot across the header, and that one sails a little wide. Good effort by the Loggers. And the Blues catch a break that time. The Olivia Alegria. No, I beg your pardon. It is Sydney Boyd with the header. But it was a corner kick. I did not see a Blues player touch it, but the referee is a lot closer than us, so. So in the 58th minute of play, the yellow card for Cortez Muñiz. There's a corner kick. The header by Miss Short. And the ball that sails over the crossbar. 30 minutes, 58 seconds left in regulation. The Loggers of the University of Puget Sound leading Whitman 1-0. When I was applying for this job, the only Northwest Conference clip I had to offer my current boss was a clip of the University of Puget Sound scoring on Whitman. And I got the job anyway. So I don't know what that says about the quality of my work, the desperation level of my boss. I don't know what that says, but a quick takeaway that time. Top of the box. Rejected by the back line of the Blues. Luggers trying again with Oettinger. That one is Witter. Trying to get past her marker. Good takeaway that time by Barnes. Stopped by Short. Rejected by the Blues. Scooped away once again. This time it was Maisie Wright. Opening the game up to the left side. Ball sails a little long. Ball goes out of bounds. There goes Gracia Larson. Larson getting past one. Goodman on the recovery. A long kick upfield. Fulton Kaneshiro. First on it is Ellie Cortez Muniz. Recovered by Hosha Hagen. Stopped at midfield by Matthew. Painting the stripe. Alegria gets there first. Back to Maldonado. The header by Cohen. Over to help is Baba. The back line of the Loggers anticipates her. The through ball that time from Oettinger, trying to find Witter. Will she stay in bounds? She will. On the mark is Sand. Good takeaway that time. Cleanly done by Sand. The long push-up field. Off to the races is Bell. She's not going to get there before Ms. Maldonado gets there. And then she grabs it. Ms. Bell tracks back with a smile on her face. Somebody before the start of this broadcast says the team that scores before the rain begins will win this match. That's proving quite the wise prediction so far. 27 minutes, 41 seconds left for the Blues to turn that on its head. It will not happen right now, however, as Maldonado takes control of the ball. Maldonado. There's Short. Finding Witter. Fulton Kaneshiro. Recovered by Glorioso. Glorioso and Sand. Sand and Glorioso. Glorioso and McKean. Back to Glorioso. Sand. Barnes. Larson. Baba. The give and go doesn't quite work. It did cover a lot of ground on a few touches, so that could be a good thing to try. Johnson. Johnson. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Loggers, it looks like, and a substitution for the Loggers as well. It looks like it will be Charlotte Willis getting some more playing time. We saw her already in the first half. 26-16 left in regulation. Leading the charge for the Loggers is Witter. Witter. Fulton Kaneshiro. She catches. Witter catches Fulton Kaneshiro just a little ahead of the ball that time. Ball goes to the Blues on this throw-in. Bell. Cortez Muniz. Sand. Barnes. The Logger player is asking for a throw-in that time. Not forthcoming. Short. Charlotte Willis. Off to the races now. The through ball to the top of the box. Rejected by Glorioso. Cortez Muñiz, Johnson. Willis on the recovery for the Loggers. Sidney Boyd. On the mark is Matthew. Boyd, the shot. Boyd and the stop by Shawnee Still. 25:05 left in regulation. The Loggers out shooting the Blues 10-4, according to our statistics board. The shot from behind leaves Ms. Matthew on the ground. Whistle on the play, foul called. Correct decision by the referee, Mr. Henok Alazar, assisted today by Marcos Maldonado and Trey Doman. Cortez Muñiz. Good combination. Oh, almost found Bailey Bell. Was she on the side, though? Anyway, play continues. Hosha Hagen. Odinger. Off to the races now. Boyd. On the mark is Matthew. Boyd, the short touch. Interruption by Glorioso. The chipper from way outside, not a major concern by Shawnee Still. A good try, however, by Charlotte Willis. Still. Fulton Kaneshiro. Witter. Good interruption by Sandball, goes out of bounds, throw-in for the Loggers, but there will be 4 substitutions coming for the Blues. Fulton Kaneshiro, the shot across, sails wide on her. And here comes the substitutions. Foley is one of them. Lash is another. Lauren Doris is another one. That makes 3. So 10, 11, and 22 will tell you who the 4th one is once she gets her first touch, hopefully. I think it's number 26, Avery Cohen. 22 and 14 are left in regulation. There's Cohen. A little too long for the likes of Miss Lash. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Loggers deep in their own half. The rain begins to pick up here in Walla Walla. Witter, first on it is Sand. Rejected, back to Sand. Good takeaway that time by Maisie Wright. Fulton Kaneshiro on the push-up field. Encountering Glorioso. And McKean. Barnes and Foley. Off to the races is Lauren Doris. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Blues. Matthew. Cortez Muñiz off the bounds. Back to Matthew. Top of the box, rejected. Lash, rejected by Rutkin. That one is Witter. Good battle by Barnes that time. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Loggers. Substitution as well for the visiting squad. This time it'll be Violet Holm. Make that, that's our 17. It's Anya Dubois, their 17. There's Ms. Dubois herself, product of Beaverton, Oregon. Push upfield looking for Lash. That ball bounces off the face of Doris. She plays on. Matthew. The turn. Back to Doris. Taken away by Hushahagen. Whistle on the play. Foul called. It will be a free kick for the Blues with 19 minutes and 10 seconds left in regulation. It starts to get late really early when you're trailing 1-0 deep in the second half. The clock starts wearing your opponent's colors, and it becomes a 12-on-11 situation. Maldonado. Cortez Muñiz. Kate Short on the recovery. Trying to keep it alive for the Loggers was Willis. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in. Lash. Ball bounced off. No, it did not bounce off. The referee, Mr. Alazar, says it belongs to the Loggers. Cortez Muñiz. Sand. Glorioso. Barnes. Back to Sand. Looking for Foley. On the mark is Rutkin. Foley will run out of room. It will be a goal kick for the Loggers. Folks, join the Whitman community for 2 exciting days of philanthropy this October 22nd and 23rd for annual All-In campaign. Your support goes toward team travel and operations, scholar-athlete recruitment, and everything that enhances the Blues experience for our scholar athletes. Make a gift at give.whitman.edu/all-in. Good takeaway once again by Sand. Sand painting the stripe, looking for Foley. First on it is Rutkin. Across the center alley she goes. With a little help from her friends, Charlotte Willis. Bit of a battle there. Cortez Muñiz. Now Matthew. She gets left behind. Shot across. Top of the box for Hushahagen. The shot and the stop by Shoni Still. 60 minutes and 30 seconds left in regulation. Move by Short. On the mark was Doris. Short having to turn back. Off to the races now. Hushahagen. Collision with. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he had called a penalty kick for a second. Yeah, it was signaling a goal kick. If anything, it was a foul in favor of the Blues because it was Miss McKean getting the business end of that collision. Down the middle goes Cohen. Finds herself surrounded. Cohen prevailing, persisting, and persevering. The shot by Barnes to nowhere land. And the goalkeeper punched it out but kept it in bounds. 15 minutes, 15 seconds left in regulation. Matthew can't quite keep it in bounds. Ball goes to the Loggers on this throw-in. The header by Sidney Boyd, rejected once again by the Blues. Another throw-in coming your way. Willis. The through ball that time sails a little long. Ms. Boyd cannot catch up with it. Ball goes out of bounds, still putting it back into play. Glorioso. McKean. Doris. Matthew. That push-up field looking to connect with Foley. Foley can't quite take on that one. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in, in my opinion. Let's see what the referee says. Yes, a throw-in for the Loggers. Good takeaway that time. Doris. Taken back by the Loggers. The push-up field landing with Oringer, it looks like. Stopped inside the circle by Cortez Muniz. And with more urgency than style, Ms. Ellie Rutkin sending it to the throw-in. Barnes. Lash. Back to Barnes. Throw-in for the Loggers. 13 minutes, 1 second left. Barnes trying to recoup with a header. The ball sails over her head. And another throw-in for the Loggers. Fulton Kaneshiro. Finding Witter. The header by Witter lands with Glorioso. Glorioso finds Sand. Sand. Trying to scoop it is Dubois. First runner is Cortez Muniz. The touch by Barnes. Cortez Muniz. Foley. Doris. The long ball. Trying to find Lash. Rejected. Leading the charge inside the circle for the Loggers is Willis. That one is Hoshahagen. Back to Willis. The push-up field. Painting the stripe on the left side is Boyd. Gets on her motorcycle, shot across. No, goes for the personal maneuver instead. Cleared away by, it looked like it was Ms. McKean. There's a whistle on the play. Foul called on the Loggers. McKean and Glorioso. Glorioso and Sand. The pressure of Dubois. Glorioso and McKean. McKean and Matthew. Matthew and McKean. McKean and Glorioso. Glorioso and Sand. On the mark is Witter. Sand. Witter. Sand. Towards the center alley. Looking to connect with, it looked like Cohen. The Loggers withstand the pressure. Boyd. Short. Straight up Route 1, straight up the middle. Good battle. Bit of a collision right in front of the referee. Referee says miss short with the foul. It will be a free kick for the Blues. I can tell you Miss Short did not care one bit for that call. The foul against Cohen, I believe. The push by Matthew, rejected. Doris trying to put some pressure right in front of the ref, and not sadly either. The ball belongs to the Loggers on this free kick. 9 minutes, 56 seconds left in regulation. The kick by Goodman. Willis inside the box now. Battling for it is Glorioso. Getting ahead of Witter, sending it to the throw-in. Fulton Keneshiro. The shot across. Witter. Boyd. Glorioso. Lands at the feet of Witter. The shot sails wide, but still in play. The reset move by the Loggers. Willis. That one is Goodman. Top of the box now, Dubois. Rejected. Still not clear, though. Right. Couple of times, right. Cortez Muñiz. The right-footed touch by Witter, and the hands of Shawnee Still. Goal kick for the Blues. A good move that time. Hagen, good stop. Foley, bit of a battle. Witter prevails, touch to the back. Short, all the way to the left flank. Cohen. Fulton Keneshiro in the response. Witter battling with Barnes. Now double team. Fulton Keneshiro. The header by Glorioso. The response by Witter. Right. The touch. Back to right. Top of the box now. The pressure continues. Hagen. Good combination inside the box. Interrupted by Matthew. She gets fouled. Play continues just for a couple of seconds. There's the whistle that says it's a free kick for the Blues. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in regulation. Glorioso. Sand. Glorioso. The pressure by Dubois. McKean over the head of Barnes. Landing with, a charge right there, and that should be worth a card. The referee says stop the action, stop the clock. Referee says stop the clock. We will have a yellow card here. We will have a yellow card. Come here, says the referee. And it's a yellow card, it looks like on Fulton Keneshiro. First yellow card of the game for the Loggers, second yellow card overall. Yes, indeed, Miss Kaneshiro. Free kick for the Blues. 6 minutes, 56 seconds. There's Sand, the header. Bit of a mixer there. Inside the box, the shot by Lash. Bounces off a defender. Will be a corner kick for the Blues. We'll take this opportunity to make a note of the yellow card, which happened in the 39th minute of the second half. Play resumes. Shot across. Lash. Cleared by the Loggers. Trying again is Matthew. That one sails away from her. And there will be another substitution. Actually, two of them, as a matter of fact. Coming in for Puget Sound is Ella Oringer, number 3. And Olivia Alegria, number 6. Two starters for the Loggers, getting some more playing time. Don't forget, folks, about 45 minutes after this game, it's the men's turn. So don't go away. Just tune in to the game around 2:45-ish or so. The touch by Glorioso, sent out of bounds, throw in for the Loggers. Alegria. Barnes on the recovery. That one is Cohen. Before Foley can catch up, cleared away by Charlotte Willis. Matthew. The return by the Loggers, courtesy of Charlotte Willis. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Blues. 5 minutes and now 15 seconds left. Doris to the other 22, in this case Hosha Hagen. Down the flank we go. Hosha Hagen shot across. Good clearing by Cortez Muñiz. Lands with short. All the way back. To the center circle. That's where we're playing now. Just to the left of it. The push-up field. Hosha Hagen. 2 on the mark. Top of the box. Oringer. Back to Hagen. Miscommunication. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Blues. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. The Loggers still leading 1-0. Short. The touch upfield by Goodman. Rejected by the Blues. Cohen. Battle with Wright. Wright prevailing. The push for Hosha Hagen. Bit of a chipper there. Off to the races. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Blues. Glorioso. Sand. Barnes. Towards the center alley. The rejection by Goodman. Landing near Oringer. Battling for it is McKean. McKean finding Doris. Doris bouncing off short. The push by Oringer for the Loggers. Stopped by Glorioso. Glorioso finding Sand. Sand finding Barnes. Barnes into Logger territory. Trying to get past right. Whistle on the play, foul call. Yes, indeed. It will be a free kick for the Blues. Barnes getting shoved aside. Barnes shot across. Heart of the box. Oringer on the clearing. Sending it to the nearest sideline. Throw in for the Blues. Glorioso. Glorioso. The header by Barnes. Responds by Alegria. Alegria painting the stripe. Over the chaser is Glorioso. Behind her is Hosha Hagen. Glorioso sharing with Still. Still. And McKean. McKean. Needing to hurry. Matthew back to McKean. Cortez Muñiz. McKean. The long kick upfield. Stopped by the midfield of the Loggers. They're short. Collision. Whistle on the play. Foul called. Foul called on Doris. It will be Blogger ball. 2 minutes and now 2 seconds left in regulation. Ball. Doris. The long push-up field. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Loggers. Minute 45 left in regulation. Keene sending it once again to the throw-in. Alegria. Hushahagen leaving one behind, trying for two. The shot across, sails wide. Referee getting pleas from the fandom of Puget Sound and from the Puget Sound teams, players looking for a penalty kick call. Asking for the ball now is Barnes. The long ball. 1 minute left. Interrupted by the Loggers. The Blues with a quick takeaway. Barnes off to the races. Witter. Maisie Wright. Over to chase it is Glorioso. She needs to send a bomb. And ball sent out of bounds. Glorioso, no, Sand will take care of it. And ultimately is Barnes, actually. Barnes. Lash. And to the next county. The clearing that time by Ellie Rutkin. Throw-in by Lash. 15 seconds. Could be the last play. Last chance. They're going to let it sail out of bounds. There's the countdown. They're still fighting for it. Bit of a collision whistle on the play. And there's the horn that tells us that this one goes into the books as a victory for the visiting Puget Sound Loggers over the Whitman Blues by a score of 1-0. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to stop the stream. We're going to bring you back in about 45 minutes with the men's game between Loggers and Blues. See you then.
The final score of today's game is the Loggers 1 and the Blues 2. Whitman here on Sunday, October 26th, against the University at noon. Please stick around for the men's game that will start in approximately 40 minutes.